Okay, hiking fans, Elaine asked me to do a little video talking about what I do for trail support. So, one of the things we do is to make a plan of where she's going to go, which stop, which shelter, how far each day. And then we get it all worked out, 3 pages worth, and then the weather kicks in, and the plan gets rewritten and rewritten and rewritten because the weather you can't count on. But anyway, so that's the main thing I do is work up a plan for her of how to follow. And actually we're about a day and a half behind the schedule, but the schedule is not the schedule anymore. So technically we're on schedule. So the other thing I do is I supply Elaine with what she needs so that she doesn't have to carry every single thing for the whole trip. So I bring in extra food, I bring in clean clothes, jacket, whatever she needs, and fresh batteries for her electronics, things like that. We take care of that. Then the other part, well, I've got a little story I need to tell you. On the first day, I did that very thing. I hiked in a mile, met her at a shelter, gave her what she needed, had a nice dinner, spent the night in the shelter. Then we hiked back out the next day. So that was 2 miles technically that I was on the Appalachian Trail. But anyway, it was such a treacherous watch where you step every single moment walk for me. I was not enjoying it. I was afraid I was going to fall, and I was trying to be sure-footed, and I had my poles, and everything was wet and slimy, and but I got out of there without falling, only to come to the realization that my type of hiking is driving the Forest Service roads. Those guys are rough. And you get all the bumps and bounces, you get all the turns and swerves, occasionally a tree across the road that has to be moved. And when you're traveling 5 to 10 miles per hour, because that's as fast as you can go, you get to see all the views and the occasional wildlife. So that's my definition of hiking for Al, is driving the Forest Service roads. I'm enjoying that. They're long, they're bumpy, they're lots of fun. Wish I had a truck, but I don't. But anyway, we'll get there one day. The only thing I would advise, if you want to accept my type of hiking, is you've got to keep up with the gas, because there is no fuel out here for your car. So you got to make sure you are topped off before you start. Now, there's an awful lot of primitive Baptist churches out here, but that's another discussion. Gosh, they're just like everywhere, and they only meet twice a month. What a deal. Well, the other thing I do for Elaine is try to lighten her load. And the last few days, she's been slack packing. That means she takes only what she essentially needs for that section of the trail. Water, food, an extra jacket or something. So that way her backpack is only like 7 or 8 pounds versus 35. And so she can move faster. It's easier on her. And then, I drop her off at one point and I pick her up at the other point. And then that brings me up to my third thing we do, is we provide shelter for the evening. Most of this, so far we've been tent camping. We may have an occasional hotel, but tent camping is cheaper and we like to do it. But we always make sure she has a good dinner, and always make sure there's a hot shower, and I even do laundry. So anything we can do to keep her up and running. And so you've got a little capsulization of what I do to help Elaine on her Appalachian Trail hike as her trail support. Thank you. It's my job as the trail person. Oh, Trail Supply. I forgot my name. Oh, I ruined my video. Maybe my wife can fix it. I'll give you another lead. My best job is Trail Supply. Trail. That's not it. Oh, Trail Supply. I forgot my name.